Pepper says, are you ready to reset and refresh this kid's bedroom? I know I am. We have come such a long way in this hoarded playroom that turned into my son's bedroom. And this was the first room I recorded back in 2018 because I just wanted to share and be vulnerable with my struggles with hoarding disorder to humanize it. And if you would have told me back then that I would have had this completely cleared out into a bedroom, into this space, even right here today, I don't know if I would have believed you that I could even get to this point, because I'm showing you this as the before. And my life pre-2018, this would have been the victory, the after, the holy moly, we did it. And now I'm showing you what we're going to declutter and reset. And the fact that we can get this done in one day and not a 20-part series, that shows an incredible victory. Another healing moment is that I am allowing my son to do the decision making, the organizing, and deciding what he's keeping and decluttering, because I want him to learn how to have those decision-making skills. I never really had a chance to develop those decision-making skills on what to keep and what to let go of, because those decisions were made for me by my parents. It was a different time back then in the 80s. And they also had no idea that their daughter was developing hoarding behaviors already as a child, because I grew up in a house that was not hoarded, that was neat and tidy at all times. So now, as a parent who is aware of what those hoarding behaviors look like in childhood, and knowing that my children were raised in a hoarded house, it is so important that they are a part of these room refresh and reset videos. So right now, Tyler is making decisions on what he's letting go of, putting things into categories, and recognizing what he wants to keep. Now, I normally keep my children's faces off camera to protect their privacy, but my youngest Tyler really wants to be on camera, so you might see a couple of sneak peeks of him on this video. So now that he has a lot of his video games organized into these Dollar Tree bins, what he wants to do is take some of this younger stuff out of the bins and kind of put him in the basement for now. Now, he is letting go of certain things now, but some things he wants in that playroom. But it's going to open up the space in his main bedroom to organize all of his games in these cubbies. What's most important in this reset video is that this is a positive experience for him, because I want him to actually enjoy this process so that in the end, he can really be happy in his room, because it's the way he designed and curated it. Because he wants to get those LED strip lights that most of the kids have, and it has all the different colors. So of course, he had gotten this for his birthday so that he can put it up in his room, and hubby will be hanging them up off camera when we're decluttering. So what you gonna do, Ty?
Reorganize my books.
Yeah, you gonna reorganize your books?
Yeah.
Ones would be your favorite book series, Ty?
Dogman, probably.
Dogman's your favorite series?
Not bad.
Or Bad Guys? And as Tyler is straightening up this bookshelf, Daddy is busy hanging up the LED lights around the room. And I'm just so proud of Tyler on how he can make easy decisions on what he wants to keep, what's meaningful to him, and what he doesn't want, and what he can easily let go of. As a parent, you always want it to be better and easier for your kids. Now that the lights are up on the wall, Tyler also wants a shelf over here to put all of his awards and trophies up high. Luckily, we already had this shelf. This shelf is over 15 years old, so it's just spray painted white, and we added hooks so he can hang his hats on it too. And now that everything is hung, I'm really liking the lights up here and also his shelf. But we also added something else, and that was a TV. For his birthday, he wanted a TV in his bedroom. So hubby also installed that for him. He wanted a TV so that he could play his video games on it and didn't have to wait for a turn on the main TV, and that he could also watch his TV shows in his room. And yes, we will be putting on the parental controls on this. Now let's move on to the top of his dresser, because this is always a catch-all. Everything always seems to land here. So again, I'm going to let Tyler declutter the top of this dresser as he grabs the trophies and the different ribbons of things that he wants to put onto that shelf. Now, since I'm the parent who is the recovering hoarder, I can tell you it definitely took some time before I could get into this space, letting Tyler have full control over the decisions. Before, I couldn't have somebody else help me while I was decluttering. It was something that I had to do on my own because it was already hard enough for me to start letting go of stuff. And I could feel my nervous system setting off all the alarms that this is unsafe. So when you add another person to the mix, it feels like I've lost all control to try and self-soothe this anxiety and this feeling of impending doom, because I don't know how to verbalize these emotions to somebody else to prevent them from throwing something out that I'm still deeply emotionally attached to, which would create the panic attack. And to self-soothe the panic attack, I am going to hoard even more. It was just a vicious cycle. But ever since we started decluttering each and every week for the past few years, my nervous system recognizes that, hey, I'm still safe if I declutter, which also evolved into I'm still safe if somebody else declutters, and also that I'm very self-aware of my emotions and that I'm not afraid to verbalize if there's something that I'm just not ready to let go of yet. Now, Tyler has cleaned and arranged his dresser the way he wants it to look. But there's still one more change we're going to add to this, and that is the lamp. This lamp is a nursery lamp since when Brandon was a baby in 2008, and now it's time to update it. Tyler does not want these baby items in his room anymore. He wants more grown-up things, and this is definitely the bittersweet part of motherhood. Is as much as you love raising your babies, man, they grow up fast. But I have to admit, I really do like the lamp that Tyler picked out. It actually really matches this room perfectly. And now his shelf has all of his awards and trophies and things that he won. And of course, I put Post-its to kind of cover our last name, again, to just protect him. But I really do love how this came out for him. And now it's really time to refresh this room and give this floor a really, really good vacuuming and a good mopping, and just keeping this place really sanitized and cleaned for him. And sometimes I'm still amazed on how much growth we had together, because honestly, I could not have gotten this far without my YouTube family and you all encouraging me, because this girl in 2018 felt so alone and that there was no way out of this hoarded mess. To even imagine that I could get this room to this state as the before shot, before we reset and refresh it, and be able to show you his room like this. Wow, we did this in one day. A complete reset and refresh. Man, this looks so much better. He's got his LED lights and it looks really cool, and they change a lot of colors. He's got his TV up that he wanted. He has all of his special things on these shelves and cubbies, because I'm not a complete minimalist here. We still have stuff, but at least it's organized and functioning to where you can have a clear floor. This is amazing, and I'm so happy that I was able to get to this point. And I was only able to get to this point to be able to recover enough in my hoarding so that my children could live in a clean home was because of all of you. It was because I never felt alone in this. I knew that my YouTube family, that each and every one of you were cheering me on and that you believed in me. And there's something when someone believes in you that just really just uplifts you to the point that you can do it. And I'm telling you now that if you struggle with hoarding disorder, you can get to this point too. I believe in you. I believe that you can create this kind of space for your family too. Just start where you are. And if that means you can only declutter one thing today, then that, my friend, is a victory in the right direction. And please know that I will always cheer you on, no matter where you are in your journey, because I started the same place you did too.